What's going on, everyone, and welcome to today's full body workout. My name is Elise, and today I'm going to bring you through 40 minutes of work. So what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on a series of stations, and we're going to focus on strength-based work as well as conditioning-based work. So we're going to fuse together my two favorite ways to train. We're going to get started with 10 minutes of core and mobility, get everything nice and loose, nice and fired up, and then we're going to go through a series of different circuits. These circuits, what I'm going to have you do is we're going to go 45 seconds for the first round, 35 seconds for the second round, 25 seconds for the third round. So we're going to hit 3 sets. We lose 10 seconds each time, and we're going to kind of switch up the way we do the exercise as we go through it. That first round, which is going to that 45-second block, slow, controlled, really focus on the details, and we start to turn the dial on up, turn the tempo on up as we go through that circuit. We're going to hit 2 different circuits like that, and then we're going to come into some different things on the back side as we come into our finisher. We're also going to hit a Tabata. I'm going to explain everything as we go through it. This workout, you can go all body weight, so you can definitely just go all body weight in this one, but if you do have some weights, I'm going to give you some different ways that you can cue those up and use those throughout that workout, or throughout this workout, excuse me, okay? So if you don't have any weights, all good, we can go body weight. If you do have weights, let's definitely load them up. You can also get creative with what you're going to use for weights as well. You want to use some books or a backpack and put some water bottles in it, whatever makes sense for you. It's definitely going to take things up a level if you add those weights, but again, all good if you're just going body weight. Right now, I'm going to have you come on down to the floor. I'm going to have you get started with a hip bridge. So you're going to go right on your back. Hands are going to be right by your side, and I want you on your heels. I want you to lock in your trunk, and I want you to lift your hips on up towards the ceiling. Really fire up those hamstrings and glutes there at the top. Return to that starting position, okay? I just want to take the next couple minutes to get nice and loose, and then as I mentioned, we're going to go into some core work as well, okay? I'm going to give you a range of options for each one of these exercises that you will see today, so make sure you just do what makes sense for you, and everything we do will be for time. Good. I want you to go legs straight up here. Lower back is driving into the floor. Slow, controlled. I want you to come into this leg drop. Make sure your trunk stays nice and locked in. Bring it to the opposite side. With these, you're working on hip mobility and core stability here. Okay, so no arch of that lower back. And as you drop that leg on down, I don't want you to open up through that hip. Okay, so make sure you don't open up here. Slow and controlled. Keep everything in good alignment. Awesome. Let's flip on over to all fours. I'm going to have you come into a bird dog. So with bird dog, it's opposite arm, opposite leg. So I want you to extend opposites here. Back is nice and flat. Make sure knees are under hips here. Good neutral alignment. Try not to shift your hips. Really lock in your trunk as you come into these. Awesome. Let's go right back onto your back. We're going to hit one more set of these 3. We'll come right back into these bridges. Hands right by your side. Bridge on up. Fire up those hamstrings and glutes. Good. Let's drop out of that one. Let's go legs straight up, slow and controlled. Let's come into these leg drops. Lock in that trunk. Focus on your breathing. I want you to exhale as you drop that leg on down to the floor. Maintain a ton of control here. Awesome. Let's flip on over to all fours. We'll come into this bird dog. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Make sure back stays nice and flat. Core is nice and engaged. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Extend on out. Reset each time. No rounded spine. All about the details, okay? Awesome. I'm going to have you go right back onto your back. So we're going to come into a dead bug. I only want you to do your legs for this, okay? Sometimes dead bugs, arms are straight up, legs are at 90. With this one, hands are right by your side, trunk is nice and locked in. Legs are bent right at 90, and I want you to extend, tap your heel, and then return to that starting position, okay? Lots of control. Make sure that lower back does not arch, okay? So everything's locked in. Exhale as you kick that leg on out. Return to that starting position. Let's go for another 7. Awesome. Let's flip on over. I'm going to have you come into a low plank. With this low plank, I want you to reach straight out and touch the floor in front of you. If you're up for it, if you just want to hold, just hold. Back is nice and flat. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Let's lock it in. Good neutral alignment. And if you're up for it, again, I want you to add this reach. We're going to go for 25 seconds here. Lock it in, okay? If at any point you just want to hold, just hold. Again, I'm going to give you a range of options, and I want you to decide what makes the most sense for you, okay? Do what you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Awesome, let's go right back onto your back. We're gonna come right back into this dead bug. Second set here. Lower back driving into the floor. Trunk is nice and locked in. Hands are right by your side. Extend on out. Big exhale as you kick that foot on out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathing is so, so key, okay? So really make sure you're locked in here. Awesome, let's bring it right back into that low plank. Let's bring it right back into that low plank. Again, if you wanna add that reach, let's add it, okay? Back is nice and flat. Here we go, good neutral alignment. Let's go for another 7. And good, awesome, perfect. So what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna go into our bear position. From here, I'm gonna give you the option to add this crawl. So with bear, hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips, and your knees are about 2 to 3 inches from the floor, so that's right here. If you just wanna hold, just hold. We're gonna go for 20 seconds. If you're up for taking this up a level, I want you to crawl forward, okay? So notice that I'm going opposite arm, opposite leg here as I move forward, return to that starting position, so we're gonna go up and back. But again, you can just hold that bear position if that makes more sense for you. 25 seconds here. Or I said 20, let's go 25, all right? We're gonna lock it in, look good. Let's go, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Slow and controlled, back is nice and flat. And if you're up for that crawl, I want you to hit it. If that's not in the cards, I just want you to hold bear, okay? Really brace your core. Tons of control here. Make sure we're not up here, no rounded spine. Let's go for another 7. And good, awesome. I'm gonna have you come right into a side plank. With this side plank, forearms directly underneath that shoulder, shoulder in line with that top hand. Feet are stacked. We are locked in, okay? We're right here. If you wanna take this up a level, we're gonna go for another 20 seconds. I want you to add this touch and then reach. You can even add this hip drop. I really want you to get into that hip pocket and come into that one as well, okay? So plenty of options. We'll go for another 10 seconds. If at any point you just wanna hold, just hold. Awesome, let's bring it to the opposite side. Let's bring it to the opposite side. Same deal, forearms directly underneath that shoulder, shoulder in line with that top hand, feet are stacked. Perfect. If you wanna add that drop, let's add that drop. If you just wanna hold, just hold. You can even add that touch if you want something right in between. Let's go for another 5. And good, awesome. Let's bring it right back into bear position. Last set with these, okay? Last set. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Knees are about 2 to 3 inches from the floor. Slow and controlled on this walk, okay? Good, let's go. If at any point you just wanna hold, just hold. And I like to call this one sneaky bear, okay? It should be very slight, okay? So kind of be sneaky with how you're moving forward, how you're moving back. One smooth motion here. If you just wanna hold, just hold. Go for another 5. Awesome, let's come right into this side plank. Feet are stacked, shoulders directly underneath that, forearms directly underneath that shoulder. One straight line here, let's go for 25 seconds per side. If you wanna add that touch, reach, you can. You could also add that hip drop, you could also just hold. It's all about making these intervals work for you, okay? Key thing is that you're here right now, okay? Do what you can. Do this all for you, all right? Let's go for another 7. Good, let's bring it to the opposite side. Let's bring it to the opposite side. Lock it on in. Good, feet are stacked. Here we go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's go for another 6. And good, awesome. So let's bring it all the way up to standing. Great work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come into our warm-up, start to take things up a level from here, okay? With this warm-up, I want you to come to the edge of your workout space. I want you to walk yourself all the way out. At the base of this walkout, we're gonna go hip opener left, hip opener right, walk yourself all the way back in. So I want you to walk it all the way out. Left foot to the outside, that left hand, really get into that hip. Open it, close it, kick it back, switch it, okay? Come into this hip opener, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Bring it right back out again, okay? Walk it all the way out. Left foot to the outside, that left hand. Really get into that hip, open, close it, kick it. Good. Once you come out of that one, I'm going to have you come right into a good morning, and then we're going to come into a squat. With this good morning, we're working on our hinge pattern. So hands are right behind your ears. Hips are going back, hinging at those hips. Good neutral alignment. At the top, I want you to lock and then come into this good deep squat. Okay, so notice it's hinge is 1. Squat is 2. Start to get everything nice and fired up. With these squats, make sure your knees are not caving in here, right? You're getting nice and deep into the squat. We're not here on the way down. Big chest. Perfect. Hit that hinge. Keep that chest nice and tall. Keep on working through these. Awesome. I'm going to have you come into a reverse lunge. I'm going to have you add a rotation over this front leg. So I want you to step on back. As you step on back, I want you to rotate over that front leg. Okay, so my left leg is my front leg there, right leg here. Keep on alternating on these. I don't want you to twist through your knee. I just want you to get a little bit of a torso rotation. If at any point you just want to keep the lunges without that twist, you can. And again, we're just going to start to get nice and warmed up here. Awesome. Let's come right into skips in place. With these skips, it's opposite arm, opposite leg. Add a little bounce here. Make sure your chest is up nice and tall. And really focus on just about 2 90-degree angles with those legs. If you want to take out the impact, you could also just march in place right here as well. Awesome. Let's go right into jumping jacks. Right into jumping jacks. Nice and quick. We'll start to take it up one more level, all right? Now let's bring it right into butt kicks. Right into butt kicks. Keep on pushing the pace. Awesome. So I just want you to jog in place real light as I explain our first block of work. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on 4 different exercises. We're going 45 seconds for round 1. 35 seconds for round 2, and then our third set and our third round, we're gonna go 25 seconds. These exercises, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit squats for exercise 1. If you have weight, great time to use it. I'm gonna do a goblet squat for the first round. Hold the weight nice and tight to your chest. Even a dumbbell, perfect. I want you to hold it nice and tight to your chest. Get nice and deep into the squat. That'll be 45 seconds there. If you don't have any weight, all good. We're just gonna come into a bodyweight squat. Big chest, big squeeze at the top there, okay? And then we're gonna go into our next exercise, which is going to be push-ups. With these push-ups, hands are in line with your chest. I want you to screw your hands into the floor. Really fire up those lats. Create this A with your elbows. Pull yourself on down to the floor, right? Big exhale on this push. 45 seconds of push-ups straight up. Nothing at the top of those, just as is. If you need to modify and you have a bench, couch, chair, great time to use that to do so, right? When we elevate the surface, it's going to keep our core nice and locked in. It's gonna have you advance these push-ups a lot quicker. If you don't have that option, you could always drop to your knees. Just make sure that core stays really locked in, okay? That's exercise 2. Exercise 3, we're gonna come right into reverse lunges. Stepping on back, hit just about 90-90. Same deal with the squats. If you have weights or wanna add weights, you could hold a set of dumbbells right by your side. You could hold 1 dumbbell at your chest. You could just go body weight. So do what makes sense for you right there. And then we're gonna turn up the dial and go right into jumping jacks at exercise 4, okay? So we're hitting these 4 exercises for 3 sets. 45 seconds the first round, 35 the second round, 25 the third round. I want you to increase the tempo as we go through these exercises, okay? So let's get ready for these squats. And again, you can go body weight. If you have 2 dumbbells, you can even hold them in the front rack position. Do what makes sense for you right here. We got 45 seconds on the clock. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Get nice and deep into the squat. Chest is up nice and tall. Focus on getting those quads and femurs parallel to the floor. Squeeze at the top. And move with intention, move with purpose, okay? I'm gonna challenge you today. I want you to do what you can. And again, if you're just going body weight, you're right here, okay? Let's go for another 15 seconds. And good, awesome. Take about 10. We're gonna bring it on down to the floor. We're gonna come into push-ups. If you need to modify bench, couch, chair, okay, is going to be a great option. If not, you can go to your knees. Just make sure that core stays locked in. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go 45 seconds here with these push-ups. Hands are in line with your chest. Think about pulling yourself on down to the floor. Create that A with your elbows. Big exhale as you push yourself away from the floor. Think of it like a moving plank, okay? I want you to just go one level, maintain that plank position, up and down on these, moving plank, okay? And again, you can modify bench, couch, chair. Big exhales, you push yourself away. Keep on working right here. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Awesome, let's take 10 right here. We're gonna come into our lunges. With these lunges, stepping it on back, hit just about 90-90 with those legs. Make sure your chest's up nice and tall. We're not here, okay? And we're not here. Make sure you really focus on good solid form. Good, let's go. Alternating reverse lunges here. Same deal with the squats as I mentioned. You could hold weight right at your chest. You could hold weight right by your side if you want to take these up a level and you have those dumbbells, okay? Here we go. Perfect. Keep on pushing, keep on powering through, okay? Keep that chest up nice and tall. Hit just about 90-90 with those legs. Let's go for another 5 seconds. Awesome, let's take a second here. We're gonna come into exercise 4, closing out this first set, 45 seconds of jumping jacks. Kind of turn up the dial right here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, nice and quick. Push the pace right here, okay? Do this for you. You're gonna get a good 15-second rest on the back side of these jumping jacks. Keep on working, okay? Let's go. Let's go, last 10 seconds. And good, awesome. Let's take 15 right here. There we go. Awesome job. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right back up to the top. Same 4 exercises, second set. This set, the only change is that we're gonna go 35 seconds at each exercise. So we cut off 10 seconds. Keep the good solid form. If you're adding weights, keep looking to go heavy, but we're gonna add a little bit of a pace, okay? A little bit of a pace here. Right back into the squats. Let's keep on working, 35 seconds on the clock. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go. Focus on good solid form. And again, make sure those knees are not caving in on this squat, okay? Chest is up nice and tall. Quads, femurs parallel to the floor at the base of this. Big squeeze at the top. Keep on working. Let's go, last 7. And good, awesome. Take a transition. Let's bring it on down to the floor. We're gonna come into these push-ups. Elevate that surface on a bench, couch, chair. If you need to modify, if not, you can drop to your knees. Good, let's go, 35 seconds here. Big exhale as you push yourself away from the floor. Back is nice and flat. Think of it like a moving plank. Really fire up those glutes, okay? Move with intention. And again, if you need to drop to your knees, that's okay. Make sure that core is really locked in. Hands are in line with your chest. Let's go for another 7. Here we go. Let's keep on working, okay? Awesome. Let's bring it up to standing. We're going to come right into these lunges. Right into these lunges. If you want to add weight, let's do it. If not, go body weight. Chest is up nice and tall. Good. Let's go. And then make sure that you're maintaining neutral alignment, okay? With neutral alignment, crown of your head is in line with that mid-back, which is in line with your tailbone. Okay, so we're not here, okay? Brace that core. It's all about these details, okay? Let's go for another 10 seconds. Let's keep on working. Then we're gonna come into 35 seconds of jumping jacks. Here we go. Keep on pushing the pace, okay? Awesome. Take a second. We're gonna come into 35 seconds of jumping jacks, and then we're gonna hit these for one more set. It'll be 25 seconds at each exercise, so it's going to be quick, okay? Good, let's come right into these jumping jacks. 35 right here. Let's go. Keep a good pace. Challenge yourself, okay? Do this for you. At the end of the day, it is you versus you, okay? Choose to step up and step in. Let's go. Let's push. And good, awesome. Shake it on out. I'm gonna give you 15 right here. Here There we go. Third and final set of this block, and then we introduce 4 new exercises, keeping the same format, okay? So we're gonna bring it right back up to the top. We're gonna come into these squats. It's only 25 seconds at each exercise, so it's going to be quick. If you wanna take these squats up a level and you're up for it, I want you to hit some jump squats, okay? Nice and quick, 25 seconds there. You can also just keep the weighted squats. You can also just keep the body weight squats, okay? Without that jump. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Third and final set, let's go. Push the pace, let's go. Dig a little bit deeper, okay? You got this. Let's go for last 7. Last 7, get a couple more good quality reps here, okay? Awesome, let's bring it on down to the floor. We're gonna hit these push-ups, same deal. Keep a good pace, good tempo. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push the floor away from you. Back is nice and flat. Maintain that good neutral alignment here. Think about pulling yourself on down to the floor, okay? Pull yourself on down to the floor. Let's go for another 5 seconds. Awesome, let's bring it right up to standing. Let's come right into these lunges. Step it on back. If you wanna add weight here, you definitely can. 25 seconds of work. Awesome, let's keep on pushing. Let's go for another 7. Awesome, let's bring it right into these jumping jacks. You get a good breather on the backside here. I'm gonna explain the next block of work, okay? And good, awesome, great time to grab water. Take a second here. As you grab some recovery right here, just kind of keep your eyes and ears on me. I'm gonna explain our next block of work. So the format is going to stay the same, 45 for that first round, 35, and then 25. Focusing on 4 different exercises still. The first one, I'm gonna have you do a step up. So if you have a bench, couch, chair, I want you to come into alternating step ups. If you don't, I'm gonna give you an alternative. But if you do have a bench, couch, chair, I want you to use it right here. Step all the way up, all the way down, switching sides each time. If you don't have anything to step up on, again, I'm gonna give you an option. If you wanna add some weights to those, you can definitely do so. If you don't have anything to use for a step, we're gonna come into a step drive. So that's going to be here. This front leg will be your prime working leg, really loading this glute here. Back leg will be nice and straight. Step, drive, step, drive. For those, I'm gonna switch you halfway through each one of those intervals. So if it's a 45 interval, I'm gonna switch you right around 22, okay? That's exercise 1, so you have those 2 options. Exercise 2, low plank, high plank, knee drive at the top. So we're here, low plank to high plank. At the top, drive 1, drive 2, bring it right back into that low plank. With those, if you need to modify, bench, couch, chair is gonna be that great option. If you need to drop to your knees, you come off your knees after you hit that push plank, and then you hit that drive 1, drive 2. You could also just go knee drives there as well, okay? Exercise 3, we're definitely turning the dial on up with this one. Lateral high knees, nice and quick. I want you to move laterally about 4 feet over, about 4 feet back. If at any point you just wanna go high knees right in place, take out that lateral movement, you can. That's 3. And then 4, still focusing on that lateral movement, we're gonna come into alternating side lunges. With these, feet are gonna be 6 inches from each other at the top. Step it on out. When we come into the side lunge, toe, knee, and hip in one good straight line. Opposite leg is nice and straight. Toes are facing forward. Brace that core. Bring it to center. Alternating, okay? Again, if you want to add weight there, you can hold weight at your chest. You can hold weight on either side. Do what makes sense for you. Those are your 4 exercises. I'm with you every step. I'm going to remind you, of course, as we go through them. But just know we're going to get started with that step up or that step drive, okay? 4 exercises. Sorry, catching my breath. 4 exercises, 3 sets. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step drive if you're going without the bench. Alternating step ups if you have something you can step up on too, okay? Goal is you're coming into that lower body push pattern. There we go. Back is nice and flat as you come into that step drive. And again, it's 45 seconds the first round, 35, 25. If you're going step drive, let's bring it to the opposite side. There we go. Perfect. Let's keep on pushing, okay? Lots of control, lots of power. Really get into that glute. Let's start to take it up a level with this circuit. Let's go. Let's go for another 5 seconds. Awesome. Let's bring it on down to the floor. We're gonna go low plank, high plank, knee drive at the top, okay? Low to high, knee drive at the top. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Hand refills where your elbow was. One smooth line. Drive 1, drive 2. Bring it right back down to the floor. Drive 1, drive 2. Back is nice and flat. If you need to modify and you don't have a bench couch chair, you're right here on those knees, low to high, and then come up off your knees. Drive 1, drive 2. We're gonna go for another 7. Keep on working. And good, awesome. Take a second, let's bring it up to standing. We're gonna come into these lateral high knees. Lateral high knees, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get those legs up nice and quick. Give you another angle, that would be right here, right? Perfect, let's push the pace. Keep on working, get those legs up. If at any point you want to take out that impact, you could always march in place real quick, okay? Find ways to make these exercises work for you. I want this workout to work for you, okay? Choose to step up, step in. Let's go for another 7. Let's go for another 7, let's go. Awesome, let's bring it into these alternating side lunges. Feet are about 6 inches from each other at the top. Let's step it on out nice and wide. Again, you could add weight here if you want it. It's totally optional. Keep on working, okay? I know we're pushing, so do what you can, okay? Do what you can. Focus on good control, good form with these. Let's go for another 10 seconds. And good, awesome. Take a second here. I'm gonna give you 15. We're gonna go right back up to the top. We're gonna come right back into that step up or that step drive. This one is your 35-second round, okay? This is your 35-second round. Keep applying the pressure right here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go step drive if you want. You also have that step up. I want you to alternate on these, okay? All the way up, all the way down. Focus on keeping that chest up nice and tall. Keep pushing. Here we go. If you're going that step drive, you're gonna bring it to the opposite side. Opposite side on that step drive. Here we go, awesome. Get into that front glute, power on through and go. Step ups, continue to rock, let's go. Let's keep on cruising right here. Awesome, let's bring it on down to the floor. We're gonna come into this push plank. Low plank, high plank, knee drives at the top, 35 seconds. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Low to high, drive 1, drive 2. There we go, keep on pushing. Keep on powering through. Hand refills where your elbow was, and you come up in one smooth straight line. That's where you hit the knee drive 1, knee drive 2 each time. Let's go 10 more seconds, that is, not reps. Job. Keep on powering through. Good, let's bring it into these lateral high knees. 35 seconds here, let's go. You go, get those legs up. Perfect. Let's go for another 7, let's go. And good, awesome. Let's bring it to these alternating side lunges if you want. You can add weight right to your chest. Feet are about 6 inches from each other at the top. Let's step it on out nice and wide. Let's hit these 35. There we go. Really get into that glute, give you another angle. Back is nice and flat, really focusing on getting into that glute each time, okay? Toes are facing forward. Let's go for another 7. And good, awesome. Let's take a second here. Bring it right back up to the top. This is your 25-second block. You are absolutely crushing this. Good work. Let's keep on working right here, okay? Let's do it together. We're gonna go right back up to the top. Step ups or step drive. If you're going step drive, this will be quick. It's only gonna be about 12 seconds per side, so get about 3 or 4 reps, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step drive if you don't have a step. Step ups if you do. Good tempo on these, okay? This is your 25-second round. If you're going step drive, opposite side now, okay? There we go. Get into that front glute each time. And good, awesome. Take a second here. Low plank, high plank, let's add that drive. Low plank, high plank, let's add that drive. 25 seconds. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go low to high at the top. Drive 1, drive 2, bring it right back down. Make sure your hips don't rock too much as you go from low to high. And again, if you have that bench couch chair, great time to use it to modify. Low, high, drive 1, drive 2, okay? Let's go for another 7. And good, awesome. Take a second. We're gonna go lateral high knees, 25 seconds. This should be nice and quick, okay? Good, let's go. You got a breather coming in about 50 seconds, okay? Keep working. Keep on pushing right here. You got this. Last 7 seconds. I want this to be your best 7 seconds of the circuit. Let's go. A couple more reps. And good, awesome. Take a second. Come into these alternating side lunges, and then you're gonna get a good 40 seconds on the back side of this. Good 40. Go in 3, 2, 1. Side lunge, step it on out nice and wide. Toes are facing forward. Get into that glute. There we go. Keep on working. Let's go for another 5 seconds. And good, awesome. Rest, rest, rest. Whew, good work. You're all crushing this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come into a Tabata. I'm gonna give you full 40 right now. Great time to grab some water. We're gonna come into a Tabata. This is going to be your last block of work. On the back side of this, we're gonna come into a 1-minute plank. I like to say it's like shooting free throws when you're tired, it's late in the game. I want you to just lock into that plank one last time, and then we're gonna come into our cool down, okay? For this Tabata, it is a 4-minute block of work. We're gonna go 20 seconds on, so 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna repeat that for 8 total rounds, 4 total minutes. We're gonna switch between 2 different exercises. So first exercise, I want it to be an all-out exercise of your choice. Some may go for burpees, some may go for jog in place, some may go for jump rope, right? That was right here. Maybe you even want a shadow box. You wanna go jumping jacks. Again, jog in place. And if you're up for some burpees, that would be here. Bring yourself on down to the floor. Make sure you're lowering with your legs. Focus on good solid form here. No push-up needed. Pop out, pop in, jump at the top, okay? So I want it to be a 20-second all-out exercise of your choice. Doesn't matter to me what it is, as long as it's an exercise that gets you to like a 9 or 10 out of 10, okay? Second exercise, while we're tired, we're gonna come on down to the floor. We're gonna lock into a hollow body hold. Hollow body hold, lower back is driving to the floor, arms are outstretched overhead, and we're just gonna hold right here for 20 seconds. So the key is aerobic build, right? So kind of push that pace as you come into that aerobic build, and then we're gonna come into that core exercise, lock it in. We're gonna repeat this for 4 total minutes, okay? 4 total minutes. We're gonna go ready for our all-out exercise, round 1. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. Get a fresh clock right here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All out exercise of your choice. Again, that could be jump rope. That could be jog in place, high knees, burpees, shadow box. Maybe you have battle ropes or a slam ball. Great time to get creative, okay? Here we go. I want you to push the pace for these 20 seconds. You're always going to have that 10-second breather in between. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Let's take your 10. Take your 10. Let's bring it on down to the floor. Catch your breath for a second. We're going to come right into this hollow body hold, okay? 20-second hold. Good, let's go. Lock it in, lower back to the floor, arms are outstretched overhead. If you need to modify, one knee to your chest, opposite knee to your chest, you can just hold, do what makes sense for you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's go for another 6. And good, awesome, let's take your 10. So that's 1 round down. We have 3 more just like that, 3 more just like that, okay? Good work. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push the pace. Again, that could be burpees, jump rope, jog in place. Do what makes sense for you. Let's go. Take it up a level right here, okay? Good. Take your 10. Take your 10. Let's bring it into that hollow body. Let's bring it into that hollow body. Job, everyone. Way to push. Good, let's lock it in. Lower back driving to the floor, biceps by your ears. If you need to modify, one knee to your chest, opposite knee to your chest. Do this for you. Make this work for you, okay? Focus on your breathing. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1, and good. Awesome. Drop. You're 2 rounds down. 2 rounds to go. Here we go. Awesome work. Awesome, awesome. Good, let's go. Right back to your all out. Push the pace right here, okay? Keep on working. You could even go into speed skaters. You want some lateral movement, a little bit more dynamic, okay? Let's go for another 3, 2, 1, and good. Awesome. Take your 10. Take your 10. Third hollow body. Third hollow body. Let's lock it in, okay? Make sure you adjust as needed. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's lock it in. Lower back driving to the floor. Biceps by your ears. Let's go for another 6. And good, awesome. So it's 3 rounds down, 1 final round to go. And then as soon as we come out of that hollow body, we're gonna come right into that low plank for a minute and then we stretch, okay? Good, good work. Let's come into your last all out right here. Good, let's go. Last all out, let's take it up a level here, okay? Let's go. Keep on pushing. Awesome, let's take your 10. Let's take your 10. Let's bring it into this hollow body. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, breathe, breathe, breathe. Biceps by your ears, heels are about 16 inches from the floor. Lower back is protected, driving into the floor. If you need to modify that, one knees to your chest, okay? Let's go for another 5 seconds. And good, awesome. Take a second. We're gonna go right into this low plank. We have 1 minute on the clock right here. Take a little bit of a transition and we're gonna go in 5 seconds. Again, like I said, it's like shooting free throws when you're tired. Get it done, okay? Focus on good solid form here. Good, let's go. Back is nice and flat. Elbows directly underneath shoulders. One smooth line here. Crown of your head is in line with your tailbone. Tailbone in line with those heels. Good neutral alignment. Quads are fired up. Glutes are fired up. Focus on your breathing, okay? Focus on your breathing. Brace that core. Here we go. Awesome job. You're 20 seconds in. If at any point you need to drop and come right back up, okay? Make sure that butt stays down. You got this. You got this. Let's go. 30 seconds left. That's nothing. That's nothing. It's a fraction of what we've done today, okay? Just lock it in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's 40. Last 20 seconds. Let's go last 7. And good, awesome, drop, drop, drop. Awesome, awesome work. I just want you to push up through your hips. Look up towards the ceiling. There we go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, let's rock it all the way back. Drop into those lats, those shoulders. Try to bring your butt towards your heels. Let's bring it into a low squat. Low squat, let's go elbows to the inside of your knees. Let's push on out. Awesome work. Crush that. Good job. Let's bring it all the way up. Let's go feet out nice and wide. Reach down to one side. Let's bring it to the opposite side. Let's stand up nice and tall. I just want you to bring one arm across. Get a good shoulder stretch here. Let's bring the opposite arm across. And then I want you to reach on down. I want you to grab your opposite elbow. Just want you to hang there for a second. Take a couple big deep breaths. And then slowly start to roll up your spine. Bring your arms to your chest. Great, great work. Virtual high five. You absolutely crushed that. Great stuff. Looking forward to seeing you at the next workout, and thank you. Good work, everyone.